Friends, my name is Toni Cureton. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Life Skills FYI. Life Skills FYI provides a set of core adult capabilities to manage work, family, and relationships successfully. It's designed to help build the skills adults need for life. Life Skills FYI teaches skills of planning, awareness, focus, self-control, and flexibility. They are daily living skills to promote successful independent living so that everyone that is an adult can be able to function successfully in life. Life Skills FYI premieres on Thursdays at 10 a.m. on our My Virtual Academy Facebook page and on Instagram. Today, we are going to talk about how to properly address an envelope. Okay. So, in the age of technology where people can send quick text to their friends or easily FaceTime their family, it seems crazy that anyone would still need to know how to address a letter or an envelope. Believe it or not, however, sometimes handwritten letters are the ideal mode of communication. What's on the inside is up to you, but today we will discuss the importance of how to follow specific guidelines for addressing the outside of the envelope to ensure that your letter is sent to whomever it is intended for. Okay, so we're going to start by writing the return address in the top left corner. That's right up here. You're going to start with your full name, first and last name. Then you're going to write your street address. And if you stay in an apartment, you're going to put the apartment number next to it. Next, underneath that, you're going to write the city, the state, and the zip code. Okay. There are actually two addresses that are typically seen on the outside of the front of an envelope, but only one of them is technically required, and that's the recipient's address. That's this address where you put your name, street address, city, state, and zip. This is called the sender's return address. The sender's return address is not technically necessary, but it is recommended highly, because if there are any mistakes in the recipient's address, you will not be able to receive the letter back from the post office so that you can make the corrections and address the envelope properly and send it off. If there is no return address here, then if there's a mistake in the sender's address, the post office has no choice but just to simply throw it away. But if you put your return address here, your name and your return address in this corner, then if there's a mistake in the sender's address, the post office can send the letter back to you so that you can make your corrections. Okay, next, you're going to go to the recipient's name and address, and that is located in the center of your envelope towards the bottom. You're going to start with the recipient's full name, first and last name. Underneath it, you're going to put their street address, and underneath that, you're going to put the city, state, and the recipient's zip code. Next, we're going to talk about letters that are addressed to businesses and companies. In the upper left corner, you still fill out your complete name and address. In the center, the recipient's address, instead of it just being the name of the person, on the first line, you're going to put the name of the business. So On this first line, you would put My Virtual Academy. If you are sending the letter to the business in general with no one in particular to receive the envelope, then you'll just put the business name, the street address, the city, state, and zip code. But if you were sending the letter to a business and you were sending it specifically to someone, for example, if you were to send me a letter, you would put on the first line the name of the business, My Virtual Academy, and then underneath it, you would put attention, ATTN : or you would write C/O, which is care of, and then you would write my name, Toni Cureton. Underneath that, you would then write the street address, then the city, the state, and the zip code. That is the proper way to address an envelope that you are sending to a business, and an envelope that you're sending to a business specifically to an individual in that business. Okay, then to finish, up in the upper right-hand corner is where you place the stamp. Placing the stamp is easy, but knowing which stamps and how many to use is the hard part. For a standard 1-ounce letter being shipped anywhere in America, forever stamps are the recommended stamps to use because you'll always be able to use them regardless of future stamp price increases. So forever stamps can be used anytime, no matter whether or not the post office increases the rate of stamps. If you have a forever stamp on your envelope, it will be properly processed through the post office without having to be sent back to you for additional shipping charges because you didn't have the correct stamp on the envelope. Every 1 ounce over the forever stamp, or every 1 ounce of weight that your envelope and your letter is, it costs you an additional 15 cents. So a regular envelope weighing 1 ounce, you can use a forever stamp. But envelopes that are 2 ounces, 3 ounces, you have to add the cost of 15 cents per ounce. That envelope or letter is over the 1 ounce forever stamp limitation. So you'll have to use additional ounce stamps for every extra ounce, and those are also available at the post office. So here is your completed, appropriately addressed envelope. In the upper left corner, again, you have your full name, street address, city, state, and zip code. In the center, towards the bottom of the envelope, is the name of the person that you're sending the letter to, their street address, city, state, and zip code, or if this letter was being sent to a business, it would have the name of the business on the top line, then the street address and the city, state, and zip code. And if you were sending it to someone specific at the business, on the top line, you would have the name of the business. Underneath, you would have the words ATTN : and that person's name, or C/O and that person's name. Then you would put the street address, city, state, and zip code. And then in the upper right-hand corner, you would place your postage stamp. With all of these 3 things correctly positioned and written, you can rest assured that the envelope and the letter that you will send out will reach its destination. Well, friends, that's all my time for today. Thank you for tuning in to Life Skills FYI. You can reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns. Again, my name is Toni Cureton, and my number is 586-842-0558. That's 586-842-0558. Thanks again for tuning in, and always remember to adult responsibly.